Have you ever felt like you're just a stepping stone? A ladder for someone else's ambitions? Identifying fake relationships can be tricky, especially when we want to believe in the goodness of others. Yet there are subtle signs and revealing words that betray those who see us merely as a means to an end. In today's video, we'll dive into the depths of these toxic actions, shedding light on 7 critical attitudes that scream, "I'm not concerned about you, I'm just using you." It's time to unmask the false friends in your life. Stick with us to discover how. And hey, don't forget, if you're keen on cultivating a healthy environment and protecting your energy, hit that subscribe button. Learn how to identify and distance yourself from these toxic influences. Navigating the turbulent waters of human nature is an art that demands intuition and experience along our journey. We encounter various personalities. Some enrich our lives, while others only bring harm. Spotting someone who's just using us may not be as obvious as we'd like, but recognizing these attitudes is the first step in affirming our worth and establishing healthy boundaries in our quest to decipher true intentions and relationships. A crucial understanding emerges. You deserve connections that are reciprocal and respectful. If this resonates with you, if you find value in the information shared, I encourage you to subscribe together. We'll continue navigating the complexities of human interactions, unraveling patterns of behavior and emotions that surround us. Your support is pivotal in this journey of discovery and continuous learning. Now let's delve into the second signal, selective availability exploited in the intricate dance of human relationships. The second warning sign is selective availability. This becomes glaringly obvious when someone is quick to reach out when they need something from us, but mysteriously unavailable when the roles reverse. Imagine this scenario. You often play the role of a benefactor, offering emotional support, doing favors, dedicating your time and attention. Yet when you need support or assistance, crickets, messages, ignored calls, unreturned, or at best, a subtle change of subject. It's a one-way street where your efforts flow with no return. This pattern not only shows a lack of consideration, but a deliberate disregard for your needs and feelings. Selective availability is a mirror reflecting an uncomfortable reality. The person is present only when it suits them. This one-sided dynamic breeds disappointment and resentment. It's crucial to ask, are we truly in a mutually enriching relationship? Or am I just a convenient source to satisfy someone else's needs? The importance of self-respect and self-esteem becomes apparent in situations like these, urging us to reconsider our boundaries and determine whether reciprocity and respect are genuinely shared values in this relationship. Now let's explore the third signal, the lack of detailed personal interest in the intricate tapestry of interpersonal relationships. A third warning sign stands out prominently. The lack of personal interest. True friends and sincere companions are distinguished by their authentic curiosity about our lives, emotions, and experiences. They delight in our stories, share in our joys, and support us through challenges. A stark contrast emerges when dealing with someone whose interest seems purely functional or opportunistic. Really, do they inquire about your day, your feelings, or your aspirations? Conversations with them revolve around their own experiences and needs, or remain superficial, lacking emotional or personal depth. This disconnection reveals itself as your voice and story only hold value when they align with their unilateral interests. Your role becomes that of an audience for their narratives or a resource for their conveniences. The absence of curiosity and empathy is a clear sign that your value to this person is conditional on what you can offer, not on who you are, as painful as it may be. This realization is crucial for self-assessment and preserving one's dignity. Ask yourself, are we in a relationship of equitable and genuine exchange, or are we merely supporting characters in someone else's life? Spectacle? The lack of personal interest is a red flag signaling the need to reevaluate connections and seek environments where we are valued and respected in our entirety. If you've made it this far, you're among the few genuinely seeking growth. Comment. Seeking wisdom along with today's date to commit to yourself. Let's continue now onto the fourth signal, guilt and manipulation dissected in the spectrum of human interactions. A fourth signal emerges as a grim warning, the use of guilt as a tool for manipulation. This form of manipulation can manifest in various ways, but its core remains the same. Coercing someone into acting in line with the manipulator's wishes picture, this subtle, intense pressure to say yes to requests or demands, skillful emotional manipulation to achieve their goals. Phrases like, "If you were really my friend, you would do this," or "I would do the same for you," become sharp weapons in the emotional battleground, exploiting your kindness and empathy. These manipulative tactics are insidious, often disguised as normality or obligation. They make you doubt your perceptions and feelings, leading you to question. If it's your responsibility to give in this dangerous territory, gradually erodes your emotional integrity and self-esteem. On the flip side, healthy relationships thrive on trust, mutual respect, and the freedom to express and attend to individual needs without fear or pressure. If you find yourself frequently entangled in these manipulative strategies, it's urgent to reassess the sustainability of the relationship and consider establishing healthier boundaries. Confronting and acknowledging manipulation is a brave step toward preserving your emotional health and well-being. It's an act of self-assertion where you claim your right not to be manipulated or guilt-tripped into choosing what is best for you. Now let's delve into the fifth signal, the persistent lack of respect in detail in the mosaic of interpersonal relations. A fifth signal of dysfunction emerges clearly. The persistent lack of respect, an essential two-way street in any meaningful relationship, must be a constant. A true friend or loyal companion honors this principle with actions that reflect mutual consideration and esteem. However, a person who habitually exploits you tends to disregard these boundaries. Imagine frequently facing situations where your plans are canceled at the last minute or the other person is late or worse doesn't show up at all. There's always an expectation that you should mold yourself to their conveniences and whims. This pattern of neglecting your needs and time is a glaring indicator that the relationship is undervalued by this person. These attitudes collectively weave a pattern of behavior that screams selfishness and a lack of consideration. It's crucial to recognize that fallibility is a human trait. We all, at some point, may act selfishly. What differentiates a person who is using you is the persistence of these actions over time, combined with a lack of acknowledgement or effort to change as we continue unraveling the subtleties of human relations. Remember that self-awareness and assertiveness are powerful tools protecting us from exploitation. Being aware of these signs and understanding how to respond to them is vital. Recognizing the presence of a harmful relationship is a crucial step in reconsidering these ties and safeguarding your emotional and mental well-being. Now, onto the sixth signal, superficial bonding and its implications in the complex tapestry of human relationships. A sixth telling sign emerges: superficial bonding. This sign is insidious because it masks the true nature of the relationship. A person who is using you tends to avoid forming a deep and meaningful connection manifested through interactions that rarely go beyond the surface. Conversations revolve around trivial topics, avoiding deeper or more personal subjects. These people keep vulnerabilities well guarded, emotions tightly controlled. This invisible barrier prevents the relationship from developing into a more intimate level of trust and camaraderie. Even after a considerable amount of time, you realize you don't truly know this person beyond a superficial facade. Recognizing this superficial dynamic is essential for your emotional health. It's an invitation to reflect on the value and depth of your relationships. This sign challenges us to question: are we investing our time and energy in fertile soil, capable of nurturing mutual growth, or are we clinging to a shadow of connection that never materializes into something more substantial? The realization of a superficial bond serves as a guide to make informed decisions, allowing us to protect our peace of mind and seek relationships that offer true reciprocity and depth. And now the seventh signal: absence in crucial moments in the journey of discerning human relationships. The seventh sign stands out with a somber clarity: absence in critical moments. The essence of a healthy relationship is often revealed not on sunny days, but in life storms. It is during periods of adversity, illness, personal loss, or phases of intense stress that the true character of a relationship is put to the test. Picture facing one of these challenging moments, expecting support and understanding from someone you consider a friend or partner. However, instead of support, you are met with a void. The person is noticeably absent, perhaps offering superficial consolation or generic words that sound more like a formality than a genuine gesture of empathy. This behavior, where emotional and physical support is notably scarce or non-existent in times of need, is an alarming indicator. It reveals that the relationship may be heavily one-sided, with one person investing emotionally, while the other evades during times of reciprocation. Absence in crucial moments is a mirror reflecting the true nature of the relationship. It's not just about not being physically present, it's the lack of empathy, emotional unavailability, and indifference that speak volumes. This lack of support not only wears down the emotional fabric of the relationship, but also raises questions about its intrinsic value and the sincerity of the connection. Recognizing this reality can be painful, but it is essential for protecting one's dignity and emotional well-being. Confronting this truth propels us to reassess the relationship and ponder the importance of establishing more equitable relationships where support and presence are reciprocal. Realizing the presence of concerning signs in a relationship is a vital initial step. But what truly defines the nature and future of these interactions is how we act upon these findings in crucial moments, especially those that require support and solidarity. The absence of someone who should be by our side can reveal an uncomfortable truth about the relationship. In these difficult times, the true depth and sincerity of a bond are put to the test. The lack of emotional commitment and solidarity from someone who is using us is a clear indicator of these shortcomings. To cultivate healthier and more balanced relationships, it is essential to establish clear boundaries. Saying no is a fundamental aspect of any healthy relationship. When feeling uncomfortable or pressured, communicating your own boundaries clearly and directly is crucial. Defining and firmly maintaining what is acceptable to you is a practice of self-respect and preserving your emotional health in situations where you feel used. Open and honest communication is key, addressing the matter calmly, clearly, and directly. Expressing your feelings without accusations can clarify misunderstandings and even give the other person a chance to review and change their behavior. Seeking support in dealing with the emotional complexities of being in an unbalanced relationship is another important step. Talking to trusted friends, family members, or a professional can provide a much-needed outside perspective, as well as support and guidance. Remember, every individual deserves respect and reciprocity in their relationships. Identifying and confronting situations where your interests are not considered is essential for strengthening your emotional well-being. Learning how to handle these challenges empowers us to build and maintain healthier, more rewarding relationships founded on mutual respect, empathy, and effective communication. By recognizing the signs of unbalanced relationships and taking proactive steps, you take a crucial step in protecting yourself and cultivating healthier and more fulfilling interactions. It's important to remember that your value is not defined by how others treat you. Rather, it is intrinsic and reaffirmed by how you stand in situations where there is a lack of respect or consideration. In our journey to discern true intentions and relationships, an essential understanding stands out. You deserve relationships that are reciprocal and respectful. If you identified with this content and found value in the information shared, I invite you to subscribe for more insights like this. Together, we will continue to navigate the complexities of human interactions, unraveling and better understanding the patterns of behavior and emotions that surround us. Your support is crucial in this journey of discovery and continuous learning. Remember, the key to healthier and more enriching relationships lies in recognizing, acting, and above all, respecting yourself and others. Dear seekers of greatness, join our Stoic community. where resilient souls come together to grow as one. Amidst timeless lessons, we shape inner fortresses, find strength in adversities, wisdom in reflections, and virtue in actions. In this sanctuary of mutual growth, each member is an architect of their own evolution. We invite you to be part of this collective journey of self-mastery, where unity strengthens and shared wisdom illuminates the path.